The YouTuber in question is Benny Johnson. The headline stat is that in Q2 of this year, Benny Johnson's YouTube channel gained 2.2 million subscribers.
No way.
Making it by far the fastest growing politics related channel of the second quarter, by far. Now, why is this unusual? It's unusual because the growth in subscribers for Benny Johnson does not match growth in views. In fact,
yeah, his views went down. I mean, we looked at it here. His views went down for that period in question to the lowest his views have been since July of 2023. And back then, he was getting 50,000 subs a month back in July of 2023. So he went down to that level of views from 2 years ago. But look at his subscribers, 1 million a month. Nah, no, Benny. For the first time in the history of this country in my lifetime, we are unfortunately now heading into a realm where the people in every corner of government are all known for unreliable information, right? Like RFK Jr., dude, he's making medical decisions based on hunches and quack data. Kristi Noem is an adulterer and a liar who lied about Kim Jong-un and went on TV and just lied to reporters' faces. She's a stone cold liar. So is Trump, 30,000 lies. Hegseth, Sean Duffy, these are all they're all public speakers. They're actors, reality TV people that just tell nothing but lies. All the people that acquire reliable data and scientific information are being systematically cleaned out of government. So we're heading into a danger zone, guys, where pretty soon they're going to get on TV every day telling us how America has never been better. But you're going to go outside your door and you're going to see wow, man, there's more and more homeless people. My groceries are 30% more. My electricity bill just went up, right? Gas is going up. You know what I mean? It's just gonna get crazy, man. The disinformation is going to be outrageous. So this Benny Johnson stuff, I think, is really significant in the context of fake social media and in the context of him being busted for plagiarism. I mean, dude, he was sacked for plagiarism 11 years ago, 41 instances of plagiarism when he worked for BuzzFeed. And he got fired, right? And then he went to the Independent Journal Review, right? And he got fired at the Independent Journal Review, okay? Again, the viral blogger who's gotten himself in trouble numerous times for plagiarism is out at the Independent Journal Review. Business Insider reported his behavior violated company ethics. He was demoted, and then he got the boot from there. So this guy has been sneaking and being a clown and just being a goon all over the map, culminating in that Russian money. There's the three right there: Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson, Tim Pool. When you look at the guy who supposedly was paying them the money, that guy had no internet footprint. He was supposedly a billionaire that was really into social issues and a real activist. But you look him up and he didn't exist online. And yet they were they took millions of dollars from this huge influencer person that just didn't exist. Dude, wild stuff, man.
This week, writer and researcher 𝗙𝗪 published a piece called "This Right-Wing YouTuber is Having a Moment." The YouTuber in question is Benny Johnson. The headline stat is that in Q2 of this year, Benny Johnson's YouTube channel gained 2.2 million subscribers.
No way.
Making it by far the fastest growing politics related channel of the second quarter, by far. Now, why is this unusual? It's unusual because
his views went down for that period in question to the lowest his views have been since July of 2023. And back then he was getting 50,000 subs a month back in 2023. So he went down to that level of views. But look at his subscribers, 1 million a month. Nah, no, Benny. Benny, he's back on that Russian money, bro. He's back on that Russian. Whoa! Benny!
His views appear to be down slightly. Normally, more views means more subscribers. It's not exact, but that's the pattern. Here's a look at my own channel, about 3.3 million subscribers right now. This is actual data from my YouTube analytics, and you can see clearly, more views, more subscribers. It's predictable. That's how it works.
It's
now
exactly
look at
how
Benny
it works.
Johnson's data from Q2. The arrows show huge subscriber growth, but views that are either flat or declining. This is weird.
Way
Now, compare
down.
this to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is one of the fastest growing progressive YouTube channels right
See?
now. Similar subscriber
Subs up,
numbers,
views up.
but their views
Views down,
match
subs down.
their subscriber growth.
Views up,
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 has
subs
had
up.
high views, high subscribers. That's what you would expect. So what's going on here? There are really only a few scenarios where you see subscriber numbers and view numbers separate, decouple. Number one, if you say something truly awful, like so disgusting that it encourages your existing subscribers to unsubscribe, you could see that as the views go up of this disgusting thing you said,
You lose a whole
your net
bunch.
subscribers go down because
Yeah.
people go, I got to unsubscribe.
It
This is-
does that in the negative way. I've had that happen. I've had that after Andrew Tate. I watched all my fucking gaming subscribers. All my channels went down. I lost 5,000 on Twitter. I lost 20,000 on YouTube, literally in like 2 months when my views were through the roof. I was like, it was insane.
is absolutely disgusting. But that's the opposite of what we're seeing. We're not seeing high views and subscribers going down.
And I didn't even say anything disgusting. I just told a fucking misogynist rapist to go fuck himself.
We're seeing low views and subscribers going up. And that's what gets us to the most likely scenario, which is some kind of artificial subscriber growth. And this is where things get complicated. Artificial subscriber growth might be completely legal paid ad campaigns. You run YouTube ads or Google ads. They're targeting subscriptions to your YouTube channel. You could do that. It's really inefficient for political channels. I don't know anybody who actually does it because the targeting isn't great. It's just really expensive. You've got to pay a crazy amount of money for a relatively small number of subscribers. However, if someone else is paying for that, if you had a super PAC, a foreign government, some propaganda agency, a wealthy ally, the logic changes. They're not worried about profit. They're after influence. So they might just pour money into inflating your channel subscribers through paid campaigns.
Interesting. That is crazy, right? To think is another foreign government, right? Is another foreign government like Russia again pumping $50 million into subscriber campaigns to inflate the size of his channel? I mean, could be. Definitely could be.
Just to boost your reach. Now, there's other scenarios like maybe you're using some kind of technical trick, some auto-subscribe pop-up.
But Benny's views are not going up. That's the thing that, like, we do have to notice is his views are not escalating.
Somewhere or embedded subscriber links or stuff like that. YouTube's terms of service don't allow that, and that stuff tends to get shut down. And finally, you could do what's called subscriber farming. This is probably the most concerning. There's a sort of black market for YouTube subscribers. You can buy them through click farms, hacked accounts, and in other ways. It's classic manipulation. These are like the tactics that Russia's Internet Research Agency does. You fake the numbers to make it seem as though you have a lot more influence. The fake subscribers are low quality. Over time, they tend to get purged out.
Yeah, but what happens is you get reported like this, where a chart comes out showing you're the biggest political YouTuber on the planet, right? And then like, oh, right? They try to sell that. That becomes a selling point, that fake notoriety.
But in the short term, they can really boost your clout by showing a really high subscriber number. So what is Benny Johnson actually doing? I have no idea. I want to be clear. I don't have evidence that any of the things I mentioned are happening on his channel. After 15 years of being on YouTube, I have never seen subscriber growth like this without a spike in views. I've talked to other creators. None of them have ever seen it.
It's non-existent. You don't. I mean, I've not been doing YouTube for 15 years. I've been doing it for 6, though. And I've done it with a successful channel. And then I've watched that channel die off a little bit after I became like persona non grata. And I rebuilt it after that to get my plaque. And now I'm halfway to a second plaque. And I'm telling you, though, you will never see a situation where your views get cut in half and your subscribers increase tenfold. Not a chance, guys. I mean, it can happen the other way. Like he said, your views can spike and you lose a bunch if you're getting canceled. But having your views cut in half and your subscribers go 10x, not a chance, dude. That is just never going to happen. See, again, this, guys, this brings me to a greater problem with the online world, is just how gameable it is, okay? It's so gameable. It's so fake. Like, I don't know if you saw this, but they did a bot traffic report. This is data provided to Mashable pertaining to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. In terms of fake traffic, no other platform came close to Twitter. So what they did was, out of 40 million visits from TikTok, less than 3% were found to be fake, okay? And Facebook had 8.1 million visits, 2% were fake. Instagram had 68,700 visits, and 0.73% were fake. But then they looked at Twitter, and Twitter was 75.85% fake. Dude, 75% of Twitter was fake traffic. For me, with this, what Pacman was talking about, what we talked about tonight with Benny Johnson, where I believe this stuff becomes relevant is the fact that right now we are witnessing an astroturfing of like a fake MAGA reality, where these MAGA shitheads are trying to literally rewrite reality. You know what I'm saying? They're like blaming shit that couldn't possibly have anything to do with Joe Biden on Joe Biden. They're like saying, you see their name in the data, and they're like, no, Obama put it there. Somebody else put it there. No, we've just created a whole bunch of jobs, even though the job numbers are tanking. He's like, gas is $2 a gallon. You go to the gas station, it says $4.50, right? But they're literally like just lying through their fucking teeth. You know what I'm saying? It is becoming that North Korea style, you know, alternate reality that they are trying to sell us while they fucking buffalo us about what's actually happening. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.